If you're in the service, you know that the dream of a permanent home, a place to finally put down roots, can sometimes feel, well, a little out of reach. In this explainer, we're going to break down the one organization that's dedicated to changing that, the Army Welfare Housing Organization, or AWHO. Let's dive into how it all works, and more importantly, how you can get a home.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with the mission behind ACIW, then meet a brand new tool that makes everything way easier. We'll also walk through how a project gets built, from the ground up, see what's available right now, and finish with the exact steps you can take to get started.
All right, first up, to really get what OHO is all about, you gotta start with the why. Why does it even exist? Well, it all comes down to a really fundamental need.
I mean, think about it. After years of postings and moving from place to place, settling down isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about stability. It's about community, planting roots, and having a place that's finally, truly yours. That's a huge challenge, and it needed a dedicated solution.
And this is that solution. AWHO was formed way back in 1978 for one reason and one reason only: to build homes for the Army community. Now, the key phrase to remember here is no profit, no loss. This is so important. It means AWHO isn't some commercial developer trying to make a quick buck. It's a welfare organization focused entirely on giving you quality housing at the absolute lowest cost possible.
Now, let's be honest, navigating any large organization and its rules can be a bit of a headache. But AWHO has just rolled out a total game changer to make this whole process so much simpler.
We've all been there, right? You're sifting through pages and pages of documents, trying to figure out eligibility rules, and you don't even know who to call with a simple question. It can get pretty overwhelming fast.
But imagine, what if you had a specialist on call, someone who's available anytime, day or night, ready to answer your most specific questions in an instant?
Well, that's pretty much exactly what AWHO has built, a personal guide that's always on and always accessible.
Let me introduce you to the AWHO GPT. Seriously, think of this as your personal assistant for your entire housing journey. It's a smart AI tool that's been trained on all of AWHO's rules, projects, and policies to give you accurate info right when you need it.
So, what can this thing actually do for you? Well, a lot. You can ask about any project like, hey, what's the latest on the Pune development? It can clear up confusing rules. You could ask, as a retired JCO, am I eligible for the new scheme? It'll even walk you through the application, explain how transfers work, and tell you the proper way to file a complaint, if you need to. Now, it's also super important to know what it can't do. The GPT has no access to your personal files, so all your data is totally secure. It can't make a payment or register for you. You still have to do that yourself, and it will only ever give you official, verified information. It's a guide, not an agent.
Okay, so you've got this amazing tool in your corner. Now, let's pull back the curtain and see how an AWHO project actually goes from being just an idea to becoming a community you can call home. It all kicks off with something called a demand survey. Basically, AWHO checks to see if enough people are interested in a new location. If the answer is yes, then registration opens up and you can apply. After that, AWHO gets the land and starts building. The next step is super important: allotment. This is where homes are assigned based on a priority system, usually based on things like your seniority. Then you'll follow a payment plan, and when it's all done, you get your keys. The final step is when all the new residents come together to form a society to manage the place.
And really, this is what it's all about. This is the end goal of that whole process. Not just a bunch of buildings, but a real thriving community, built by and for military families. Okay, theory is great, but let's get to the good stuff. What about the real world? Let's talk about the actual opportunities that are available on the table right now as of November 2025.
But first, just to give you some perspective, this isn't some small operation. AWHO has already completed 79 projects and put roofs over the heads of more than 34,000 Army families. That's a massive, long-term commitment.
All right, so looking at what's currently open for registration, you can see there's a real mix of options. You've got developed plots in Prayagraj and Mysore, which is awesome because it gives you the freedom to build your dream home. Then you've got ready-to-move-in units in Pune's booming Wagholi area. The costs give you a quick idea of what it takes to get in, so you can see what might fit your budget.
And just to make that feel a bit more real, here's a look at one of those opportunities. This isn't just a blueprint. The plotted development in Prayagraj has a target completion date of January 2026. That's a tangible, near-term option.
Now this is really cool. This is where you can actually influence what AWHO does next. All these locations are in the survey stage, which means AWHO is asking, hey, should we build here? So if you register your interest for a project in, say, Srinagar or Chennai, you're basically casting a vote and helping them decide where to go next.
And just in case you're wondering about the scale here, AHOA thinks big. A project like the one in Wagholi had over 1,000 homes, a swimming pool, a squash court. I mean, these are large, well-equipped communities being built all over the country.
Okay, we've covered a ton of ground. The why, the how, and the what. So let's bring it all home with a super simple, actionable plan for you to get started.
Here is your 5-step game plan. It's that easy. First, just pick a city you're interested in from those lists. Second, hop on the AWHO GPT and verify your eligibility. It's the perfect first question to ask. Third, head over to the AWHO website and find their latest monthly handout for all the current news. Fourth, download the brochure for the project you like to get all the nitty-gritty details. And finally, apply. That's it.
Look, everything we talked about today is designed to give you the information and the tools you need. The path to owning your own home is clearer than it's ever been, and it all starts with just asking a simple question. So what's yours going to be?